The customer journey describes the full experience of a user. It starts before the user knows the brand. It continues after the purchase. A funnel is a way to organize this journey. It shows steps. It shows movement. Not every user completes the journey. Some drop off. This is normal. The top of the funnel is awareness. At this stage, users discover the brand. They do not know much yet. Marketing creates awareness with ads. Social media helps. Content helps. The goal at this stage is attention, not sales. Education comes first. The middle of the funnel is consideration. Users compare options. They evaluate value. They read content. They visit the website. They look for proof. Trust is important here. Case studies help. Reviews help. The bottom of the funnel is conversion. Users take action. They sign up or buy. This is where clarity matters most. Strong calls to action help. Simple forms help. After conversion, the journey continues. Onboarding starts. Experience matters. Retention is part of the journey. Happy users stay. Unhappy users leave. Loyal users become advocates. They recommend the product. They drive organic growth. Funnels help teams focus. Each stage has a goal. Each stage has metrics. Awareness metrics include impressions. Consideration metrics include engagement. Conversion metrics include sign-ups. Drop-offs reveal problems. Analysis finds causes. Improvements follow. Customer journeys are not linear. Users move back and forth. This is normal behavior. Omnichannel journeys are common. Users switch devices. They switch platforms. Consistency across touchpoints matters. Message must align. Experience must align. Marketing and product share responsibility. Both influence the journey. Both affect outcomes. Mapping the journey helps teams. It reveals gaps. It aligns efforts. Funnels are tools, not rules. Flexibility matters. Understanding the journey improves decisions. Better decisions improve experience. Better experience drives growth. This is why customer journeys and funnels matter. The customer journey is the story of the user. It describes every interaction with the brand, from first contact to long-term use. This journey is not only digital. It includes emotions. It includes expectations. A funnel helps teams understand this journey. It simplifies reality. It creates structure. At the awareness stage, users have a problem. They may not know the solution. They are searching for information. Marketing meets users here. Ads introduce ideas. Content answers questions. At this stage, pressure is bad. Hard selling does not work. Help works. In the consideration stage, users become curious. They compare options. They evaluate credibility. They ask, is this company reliable? Does this product fit my needs? Trust signals are critical here. Social proof reduces risk. Clear explanations build confidence. The conversion stage is about action. Users decide. They commit. Small frictions matter here. One extra step can stop a user. One unclear message can block action. After conversion, onboarding begins. This is part of the journey. It affects long-term success. If onboarding fails, conversion is wasted. Retention depends on early experience. Retention stage focuses on value delivery. Users want results. They want consistency. Communication continues after purchase. Support matters. Updates matter. Satisfied users stay longer. They also expand usage. Expansion drives growth. Advocacy is the final stage. Users recommend the product. They create word of mouth. This stage is powerful. It lowers acquisition cost. It builds trust. Funnels help teams identify leaks. Leaks are drop-offs. Drop-offs signal problems. Improving one stage improves the whole system. Systems thinking matters. Different users move at different speeds. Funnels must adapt. Flexibility matters. B2B journeys are longer. Multiple people are involved. Education is key. B2C journeys are faster. Emotion drives action. Simplicity matters. Customer journey thinking aligns teams. Marketing, product, and sales work together. Shared goals improve execution. Mapping journeys reveals insights. It shows blind spots. It improves experience. Funnels evolve. Journeys evolve. Continuous improvement is required. Understanding the journey is a competitive advantage. It creates better decisions. It creates better outcomes. The customer journey is how a person experiences a brand over time. It is not one moment. It is many moments. Each moment affects perception. Each moment affects trust. Small details matter. A funnel helps organize these moments. It shows stages. It helps teams focus. At the top of the funnel, users are unaware. They do not know the brand. They only know the problem. Marketing introduces the brand gently. Helpful content works well. Clear ads work well. The goal is relevance, not pressure, not urgency. Users move to the middle of the funnel when interest grows. They want more information. They want clarity. They visit landing pages. They read explanations. They compare alternatives. This is where education matters. Clear value propositions help. Confusing messages hurt. Users look for proof. Testimonials help. Case studies help. If trust is missing, users pause. If trust is built, users continue. At the bottom of the funnel, users act. They sign up. They request a demo. They buy. This stage must be simple. Less friction increases success. Clear CTAs matter. After conversion, many teams stop. This is a mistake. The journey continues. Onboarding is part of the funnel. Activation is critical. Value must be delivered fast. If users do not activate, they leave. This creates churn. Churn kills growth. Retention is about consistency. Users expect reliability. They expect support. Communication builds relationship. Silence creates distance. Distance increases churn. Engaged users explore more features. They find more value. Expansion happens. Loyal users promote the brand. They talk about it. They recommend it. Funnels are not rigid. Users move back. They move forward. Users switch devices. They switch channels. Journeys are complex. Good teams respect this complexity. They design flexible funnels. They avoid assumptions. Metrics guide improvements. Drop-offs show friction. Friction shows opportunities. Each stage has owners. Clear responsibility matters. Ownership drives results. Marketing, product, and sales align. Shared metrics help. Shared goals help. Funnels are reviewed often. Teams ask questions. They improve continuously. Customer journey thinking improves empathy. Empathy improves experience. Experience drives growth. The customer journey describes how a user moves through a product or service. It starts before the first click. It continues after the first purchase. A funnel is a tool to understand this journey. It helps teams see progress. It helps teams find problems. At the awareness stage, users discover a problem. They search online. They see ads or content. Marketing creates visibility. Messages must be clear. The goal is attention and relevance. In the consideration stage, users evaluate options. They visit websites. They read information. They want to understand benefits. They want simple explanations. They want proof. Good content answers questions. Good design reduces effort. Bad experiences increase doubt. In the decision stage, users take action. They sign up or buy. They expect speed. Forms should be short. Steps should be clear. Trust signals are important. After conversion, the journey continues. Users expect guidance. They expect value. Onboarding explains how things work. Activation shows real benefits. This moment is critical. If users see value early, they stay. If they feel confused, they leave. Retention depends on experience. Consistent performance builds trust. Good support builds confidence. As users grow, they explore more. They use advanced features. They spend more time. Satisfied users become promoters. They recommend the product. They bring new users. Funnels are not straight lines. Users move back and forth. They need reminders. Data helps teams improve funnels. Drop-off points show friction. Friction shows what to fix. Customer journey thinking creates alignment. Marketing, product, and sales work together. Everyone focuses on the user. Strong funnels are simple. Strong journeys feel natural. Both drive sustainable growth. The customer journey shows how users interact with a business. It includes thoughts, actions, and emotions. A funnel organizes this journey into steps. Each step has a goal. Each step has a metric. The journey usually starts with awareness. Users learn that a solution exists. They see ads, posts, or referrals. Marketing drives traffic at this stage. The message must match the user problem. Wrong traffic creates weak funnels. Next comes consideration. Users compare options. They read, watch, and explore. At this stage, clarity is key. Pricing must be clear. Value must be clear. If users feel confused, they stop. If users feel informed, they continue. The conversion stage is where action happens. Users sign up, book a demo, or buy. This step must be easy. Every extra click adds friction. Every delay reduces trust. Speed matters. After conversion, many teams stop tracking. This is a mistake. The journey continues. Activation shows value fast. Users must understand how to win. Time to value must be short. Retention depends on consistency. Product must work well. Communication must be helpful. Email, in-app messages, and support guide users. Silence creates confusion. Guidance creates confidence. As users succeed, they expand usage. They upgrade plans. They invite teammates. This is growth from inside the funnel. It is cheaper than acquisition. It is more stable. Satisfied users become advocates. They leave reviews. They refer others. Funnels improve with data. Conversion rates show strength. Drop-offs show problems. Teams test changes. They measure results. They repeat what works. A good funnel supports the journey. A good journey feels human. Both are needed for growth. The customer journey is the full experience with a company. It starts with a first contact. It ends with long-term loyalty. A funnel is a way to organize this experience. It helps teams see progress. It helps teams make decisions. The first step is awareness. Users notice a problem. They look for answers. Marketing creates this moment. Ads, content, and referrals bring users. Quality matters more than volume. Next is interest and consideration. Users explore the website. They read pages and compare options. This is where trust is built. Clear language helps. Simple design helps. If information is hard to find, users leave. If the message is confusing, users stop. Then comes conversion. Users take a clear action. They sign up or buy. The process must be smooth. Forms must be short. Instructions must be clear. After conversion, many users feel lost. Good teams prevent this. They guide users. Onboarding shows how to start. Activation shows real value. These steps reduce churn. Users want quick results. They want to feel progress. They want confidence. Retention is about consistency. The product must be reliable. Support must be responsive. Messages should be helpful, not aggressive. Education is better than pressure. Trust grows over time. As users gain value, they grow usage. They adopt more features. They stay longer. Happy users share experiences. They recommend the product. They create organic growth. Funnels change over time. User behavior changes. Markets change. Teams review data often. They fix weak points. They improve strong points. A good funnel respects the user. In the consideration stage, users slow down. They want details. They want confidence. This is where education matters. Content explains value. Design supports understanding. If pages load slowly, users leave. If pricing is unclear, users hesitate. If trust is missing, users stop. The conversion stage is fragile. Small issues cause big losses. Friction kills momentum. Simple forms work best. Clear calls to action guide users. Transparency builds trust. After conversion, problems still exist. Users may feel confused. They may feel unsure. Onboarding solves confusion. Activation proves value. Both reduce early churn. Retention problems often come from gaps. Missing communication creates frustration. Poor performance creates doubt. Good teams listen to users. Feedback shows real issues. Data confirms patterns. Funnels are tools, not rules. They describe behavior. They do not control people. Users move forward and backward. They pause. They return later. Good funnels allow flexibility. They support different paths. They respect the user journey. When teams fix problems, funnels improve. When funnels improve, growth follows. Growth becomes predictable. Customer journey thinking creates empathy. Funnels create structure. Together, they create clarity. The customer journey is a long relationship. It is not just one action. It is many moments over time. Funnels help teams understand this relationship. They show movement. They show progress. The journey starts before users know the brand. They experience a problem. They search for answers. Marketing meets them at this moment. Good timing matters. Good messaging matters. At the top of the funnel, reach is important. But relevance is more important. Wrong users create noise. In the middle of the funnel, trust is built. Users learn how the product helps. They compare options. Clear explanations reduce doubt. Social proof reduces risk. Consistency builds confidence. The bottom of the funnel is about action. Users decide. They commit. This moment must feel safe. Payment must be easy. Support must be visible. After conversion, the journey accelerates. Users expect value fast. They expect guidance. Activation creates momentum. Early success creates belief. Belief creates retention. Retention creates stability. Stable users create revenue. Revenue supports growth. Over time, loyal users expand. They buy more. They stay longer. Some users become advocates. They share experiences. They attract new users. This creates a loop. The funnel feeds itself. Growth becomes sustainable. Strong teams review the journey often. They remove friction. They improve clarity. Funnels change as users change. Customer journey thinking never stops. It is a continuous process. Marketing, product, and sales must align. Shared goals improve experience. Better experience drives results. The best funnels feel invisible. The best journeys feel easy. That is real success. The customer journey connects all teams. It is not owned by one department. Everyone affects the experience. Funnels help teams speak the same language. They create shared definitions. They reduce confusion. The journey starts with awareness. Marketing brings users in. Quality matters more than volume. If marketing brings the wrong users, sales struggles. Product churn increases. In the middle of the funnel, users evaluate. Sales and marketing both influence decisions. Trust is critical. Messaging must be consistent. Promises must match reality. Misalignment creates disappointment. At conversion, timing is important. Follow-up must be fast. Processes must be clear. After conversion, product takes the lead. Onboarding sets expectations. Activation delivers value. If onboarding fails, churn increases. If activation succeeds, retention improves. Support plays a key role. Quick answers reduce friction. Empathy builds loyalty. Data connects all teams. Funnels show where users drop. Journey maps explain why. Teams review metrics together. They agree on priorities. They test improvements. Customer feedback closes the loop. Real users show real problems. Real problems guide real changes. Funnels are not just reports. They are decision tools. They guide strategy. A strong customer journey creates trust. Trust creates growth. Growth creates long-term success. Alignment turns funnels into engines. Customer focus turns journeys into value. That is how strong companies win. The customer journey is not only actions. It is also emotions. Users feel something at every step. Funnels help teams track behavior. Journeys help teams understand feelings. Both are important. At the awareness stage, users feel curious. They want answers. They want clarity. If the message feels relevant, users continue. If not, they ignore it. In the consideration stage, users feel unsure. They compare options. They look for safety. Clear information reduces anxiety. Simple design reduces effort. Social proof builds confidence. At the conversion stage, emotions peak. Users feel risk. They feel pressure. Trust signals reduce fear. Clear pricing reduces doubt. Support availability increases confidence. After conversion, users want reassurance. They ask, "Did I choose right?" This moment matters. Onboarding confirms the decision. Activation creates relief. Early success creates trust. Retention depends on emotional stability. Users stay when they feel supported. They leave when they feel ignored. Consistent communication builds comfort. Fast support reduces frustration. Reliable performance builds loyalty. As users succeed, they feel proud. They feel confident. They feel valued. These users share experiences. They recommend the product. They defend the brand. Funnels without emotion feel mechanical. Journeys without data feel blind. Both must work together. Good marketing respects user emotions. Good product design supports confidence. Good journeys feel human. When users feel understood, they stay. When they stay, growth follows. That is the real goal. The customer journey is never finished. User behavior changes. Markets change. Funnels help teams adapt. They show what works. They show what breaks. The journey starts with a first touch. It could be an ad. It could be a referral. Every touch matters. Small details create big impact. Consistency builds trust. At the top of the funnel, teams test messages. They test channels. They test audiences. Data shows which users engage. Engagement shows interest. Interest leads to progress. In the middle of the funnel, teams test clarity. Page structure matters. Language matters. Small changes improve understanding. Better understanding improves confidence. Confidence improves conversion. At the bottom of the funnel, teams reduce friction. They remove unnecessary steps. They speed up processes. After conversion, teams measure success. Activation rate matters. Time to value matters. If users succeed early, they stay. If they struggle, they leave. Retention metrics show health. Churn shows risk. Feedback shows direction. Good teams run experiments. They learn fast. They apply insights. Funnels improve step by step. Journeys improve moment by moment. Progress compounds. Customer journey thinking creates patience. Funnels create focus. Together, they create momentum. Long-term success comes from iteration. Iteration comes from learning. Learning comes from listening to users. Strong teams improve every day. Strong journeys feel easier over time. That is real growth.